and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see here, just finished, we're making a lamb curry. I'm doing this in a pressure cooker, just going to reduce the time a lot. You don't have to do it in a pressure cooker, it's just going to take a bit longer if you don't. But yeah, we've got really super tender lamb. I put lamb in, you know, with the bone. As you can see, it's just fallen off, literally fallen off. Hardly any ingredients, it's not that many. Some onions, tomatoes, garlic, ginger and so on. So super easy. Once we get it all in, it's pretty much, you know, let the cooker do the thing. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's get started on this. Really simple. We've got some lovely lamb there, or mutton, whatever you want. I've got some bone in there, which we really need for this. A little bit of fat, don't worry about that, all helps. Tomatoes, got some chopped tomatoes, try and use a nice juicy one. I've got some onions there, sliced or chopped, entirely up to you. Fresh chilli, using a bit of red today, go for green if you want. Garlic, ginger, fresh, chunky cut. In here I've got some dried or whole seeds or garam masala. Today I'm going to be using some cinnamon, some green cardamom pods and some cumin seeds. For the powders, now if you want you can just use a curry powder that you have already mixed. But what I've got is like a teaspoon each of coriander, cumin, turmeric and chili. Always call those the big four. We're going to start this off with a little touch of oil. Of course we're going to add some salt and some water. That's about it. Let's get moving. Okay, so as we said earlier, we're going to be using a pressure cooker today. This is why it's quite a tall thing. Now, if you're not using a pressure cooker, you just got to sort of double or triple the time of cooking. This is what makes this so wonderful. Anyway, before we get the lid on, I've got some oil in there, and we're going to drop in our whole spices first. I've got in there some cinnamon stick, and then here I've got some green cardamom and cumin seeds. And all we want to do is just let them do their thing in that oil for a few seconds. They'll infuse that. Then what we're going to do, we're going to get our lamb and we're going to drop that in there. So here we go. And we're going to cook it with the lid off. Just kind of fry and get a bit of colour on it for about just like 4 minutes or so. It's going to be quite noisy. Okay, so all we've done there is put a bit of colour on that. I mean, it's completely raw in the centre. We're now going to add in our ginger, our garlic, and our onions. While I'm here, let me add some salt before I forget. Now, again, about another 4 minutes, let's fry this around. Okay, coming on beautifully. Simply now we're going to add in our tomatoes, chopped, fresh chilli, and those 4 powders or your curry powder. Just a little mix. Then we're going to go in with some cold water. And as you can see, enough to kind of cover it, and just a little bit. Okay, all the work is now done. Simply, we're going to get our lid on. And like I say, pressure cooker. So I'm going to do this one for about 4 whistles or 5 whistles, or if you've got a different type like I have, it's going to go on for about 30 minutes. If you're doing this in a regular pan, it's going to be like an hour and a half, I would tell you that. Well, that depends on the quality of the lamb that you're using, but we want that super tender, and we want it to fall off the bone. So that's it. I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, just popped the lid off. It was about 35 minutes in fact. But look at that, it's beautiful. That meat's falling off that bone. Super tender that is. Right, I'm going to finish this off with some fresh cilantro or coriander, whatever you call that. I'm also going to add a little pinch of garam masala powder just at the end. It's like a finishing spice. Check that for salt, you might want to add a touch more, maybe. But that is about it. Let me get that in a bowl so we can see it properly. Okay, and there you go. Super, super tender, really quite fast. Tastes delicious. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?